Live. Are we live? We live? We live. We live. All right. Craziness. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Some absolute craziness is going on right now with this new set, Prismatic Evolutions. You know what the best part of it all is? The best part is the fact that it didn't sleep on anyone. Does that make sense? Like, this was not a sleeper set. This was not one of those sets where people were like, oh, had no clue an evolution set was coming out, had no clue what this set was going to entail. It's one of those weird things everyone knew. And without, was my first video just a troll of trolls? Of course it was a troll of trolls, but it doesn't change the fact that it's just that's the world we live in. That is what people want to see. This is the type of set. And people just want to hear, is it investable? Should I buy Pokemon Center ETBs? Should I buy packs? What should I do? The amount of people that I've seen just in the maybe some of them are memeing, but I don't want to say they're all memeing, but the amount of people that are talking about canceling their Surging Sparks Pokemon Center pre-orders. Because one of the beautiful things about pre-orders, and one of the things I've said on this channel and other people, is pre-orders you can cancel until you get charged. So you have like a pretty big window to cancel pre-orders. People are already talking about canceling pre-orders. And that's the thing about this hobby. That might sound crazy to people. It's like, well, what do you mean people are canceling their Surgeon Sparks pre-orders? People move on in this hobby so quick. The moderner, the better. The sentence is true. It rings true. I know it sounds stupid because you use the word moderner, and I don't know if moderner is really a word, but it doesn't matter. The actual fact of the matter is people just like whatever the newest thing is. And this is new, and it's shiny, and it has evolutions in it, and we've already seen something crazy happen on Pokemon Center. I'm going to share my screen real quick. So, if you look, let me share my screen so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. If you look right here, pre-order limit of 2. See, this is fascinating because when I put my pre-orders in before I did my emergency live, when I shared the original community post, it was not a purchase limit of 2. It was a purchase limit of 4. So, one or two things could happen. When people get their pre-orders in, Pokemon Center ships them 4 ETBs in a big box. Or Pokemon Center is going to do what they've been doing, is ship all 4 ETBs in a sealed case. We might run into this weird issue, which was not on my bingo card for this release, where the Pokemon Center ETBs, the people that did the pre-order limit of 4, the original one, if they do in fact get their orders shipped to them in that sealed case, assuming something very important, that Pokemon doesn't do what they've been doing. Like my most recent return I got from Pokemon Center was a couple Fusion Strike booster boxes. I mean, let me phrase this right. My last sealed case of something I bought was Fusion Strike booster boxes. I got a order of 6 for Fusion Strike booster boxes, and they cut the bottom stop tape to put my packing slip inside of it. In the past, they've usually just stuck that packing slip to the side of the case. If they do that, where they cut the bottom of the box, it's going to hurt. But if they do what they used to do, which was just slap that FedEx packing label on the side with it's like the clear cellophane FedEx label, and they do it that way and they don't cut the stop tape, we're going to have a weird thing where there's going to become a sealed premium for that Pokemon Center case, because the people who could actually get the sealed cases was only possible for an hour window, unless they go back and they change it back to pre-order limit of 4. But this was not on my bingo card, this purchase limit of 2, because they literally changed this. If anybody did the pre-order limit of 2, that means you didn't catch the restock right away, because it was limit of 4, then they went out of stock for a little while, and then when they came back up, it was a limit of 2. So we'll see how this one plays out. Again, it wasn't on my bingo card, so I wasn't ready for it. But I'll be interested to see. And I think some people out there will hear that and be like, PK, there won't be a sealed premium for a sealed case. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys are new, which some of you guys might be. Pokemon Center ETBs come in cases of 4, where normal ETBs, like the non-Pokemon Center stamp one, those come in big boxes that are cases of 10. So 2 rows of 5, but that's not how Pokemon Center ships their ETBs. They ship them in sealed cases of 4. Oh, the whole stop tape, the whole 9 yards. So we'll be interested. Yeah, we won't know until these things start shipping, and these things aren't going to start shipping until January. So do they cut the stop tape to put the packing slip in, and do they actually ship them in the sealed case? And then do they re-release the pre-order where you can get 4 where there isn't a weird premium? I don't know. I'm just watching this. Like, I'm already starting to speculate because I did all my pre-orders of cases of 4. So it'll be kind of weird to see what happens. But, yeah. Oh, wait. Another thing, too, which on Poke Beach, they did not show the promo. But on Pokemon Center, you could actually see the promo. So here's your promo. If you guys do not know, right here, for Pokemon Center ETBs, you get 2 promos. So regular ETBs, you get 1 promo. You get this one right here, the non-stamped one. Now, this right here is the Pokemon Center stamp. So all your Pokemon Center exclusive ETBs are going to have this stamp. Looking at this artwork, super cute Eevee. You got your little Voltorb. You got your Pikachu plushie. You got a photo of the Eevee. He's like playing with this little toy. I mean, this has the makings of one of the best ETB promos we have seen ever. Not just modern, just ever. This is already up there. I mean, you have a lot of people with Surge and Sparks talking about the Magneton promo. Like, I mean, the Magneton artwork's very cool, but one of the things people said was, I don't know how much people love Magneton. Now, it's not like we haven't seen an Eevee ETB promo in the past. We saw an Eevee ETB promo for Shining Fates. It's the VMAX Eevee. It didn't have artwork like this. That Eevee VMAX, while it was still cool, was not great. This promo, especially this one right here, this Pokemon Center stamp promo, it's going to be big. This is going to be a big freaking set. And when I say big, I'm not talking about size of set. I just mean demand hype. This hobby moves fast. There will be people that will absolutely hate this. The reason why I'm doing part 2 of this is because I want to have a conversation with you guys. I want to, like, open it up to chat, have a conversation, you know. My first live was like 9 minutes. I was busy. I was doing stuff. We kept the kids home from daycare. My wife's got the kids outside. They're on the jungle gym right now. I was doing a lot of stuff. I was like, hey, I'm just going to go run downstairs real quick, go live. For, like, I told her 15 minutes, ended up being a 9-minute video. I just came on, turned on the camera, spewed out some stuff real quick, put on my Pikachu, or my gray felt hat, and then just went at it. But for this one, I got an hour. I could go live. I'll probably go live till right around the 2 o'clock mark. But, yeah, this is weird. This is fascinating that we are now talking 2 per pre-order, where it was 4. There might be a couple people, and this is where, like, I'm just saying myself, I'm hoping that I just get super lucky that because I caught it earlier and I get that purchase limit of 4 and they ship it in a sealed case. And I get this weird premium that was not on my bingo card. But yeah, guys, I want to open up to the chat. If chat has anything they want to talk about, yeah, it's wild right now. We're living in a special time. Another thing too is the set list too. We've already seen the EX terrestrial cards. Let me go back. I'll share this. We'll talk about the actual cards that are in the set too. So obviously we haven't seen any of the alt arts yet, but you have the Leafeon. Here's your Flareon, Vaporeon, Glaceon. I mean, listen, it's pretty badass. This this is Japanese, so this is just RR. So Japanese, you have your RRs, which are your regular EXs, your SARs, or excuse me, your RRs, which are this, and then your SRs, which are like your full arts, and then SAR, which are like your alt arts. So imagine for like 151. Charizard EX, like the half art, is the RR, the full art is the SR, and then the SAR is the full one. So this is just like your lowest rarity. If this Umbreon gets a full art and then it gets an alt art, we are mooning. This is, I mean, I talked about it last night. I went crazy, just like, I don't know what's going on. I think that there's going to, I know I'm going to kind of repeat what I said a little bit last night. If you haven't got the chance to watch that live or this morning's live, you're 3 lives back. I'm sorry. I don't usually go live this often. It's just the information's out there. The hype is out there. And I had PTO from work today because we took the kids trick-or-treating yesterday, so we had today off. But, yeah, we are... Crazy stuff is happening right now. There's going to be new people entering this hobby. I don't think they know how to navigate this. I barely know how to navigate this. The only way I'm navigating this right now is just close my eyes and buy, which is scary. We've already seen a ton of hype happen for Surge and Sparks, and with all the hype we saw happen with Surge and Sparks, people were already like preparing for the next set and saying, hey, I'm going to pre-order a lot more. And when I say pre-order, I'm talking about people from distribution. So, you know, let's say their normal, what they normally ask from their distributions, like, again, this is specialty set. So let's say for ETBs, they usually ask for 100 ETBs. So 100 ETBs is 10 cases of ETBs for a specialty set. Again, I just told you Pokemon Center, they ship in 4, but normally it's 10. Well, from distribution. So if they're normally ordering 100 ETBs of a modern set, I'm not talking about the big guys. Like, obviously, your big guys are ordering thousands of ETBs. But for the Joe Smo, who just got, you know, distribution, he orders 10 cases of each set. They're going to be looking, they're going to say, I'm going to try to get 200 cases of this. And then the people that usually order 2,000 cases, or excuse me, like 2,000 ETBs, which is 200 cases, those people that are, you're like, well, I usually ask for 2,000 ETBs, which is 200 cases. For this release, I'm going to ask for 10,000 ETBs and hope I get 1,000 cases, you know, or like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be the amount of demand that people are going to ask from distribution on this is going to be bonkers. I mean, people are just going to max out. We're back to the time of fake numbers. And what I mean by fake numbers, and some people out there instantly know what I mean by fake numbers, and a lot of people don't. So during the crazy boom, which was Pokemon, distribution and allocations was so slim, so tight margins for their allocations that people would ask for 10,000 booster boxes because they knew that they would probably be allocated down to like 100. So people were like, okay, well, I know I'm going to get 100 of them, so let me pre-order 1,000 booster boxes. Even though I can't afford 1,000 booster boxes, I'll pre-order it because then I could afford 100 and then hope that their allocation is higher than what they would have got. And then what happened was Pokemon eventually started to meet demand, and the actual demand wasn't as strong. So then at release, people stopped doing that because then there was a period of time where if you ordered 1,000 booster boxes, distribution would allocate you your entire allocation, 1,000 booster boxes. Paradox Rift's a great example. Oh, you want 1,000 booster boxes of Paradox Rift? Done. Here you go. Here's your 1,000 booster boxes at $85 a booster box. Please pay us $85,000. And then people were like, I can't afford to pay for $85,000 in Paradox Rift booster boxes. So then people would cut their allocations down. So then it would only be back to their 100. They would ask for 100, they would get 100. That's like what I mean by fake numbers, is people are going to ask for way more than they think they're going to get because allocations are going to be cut. We're back to that moment. Now, one of the things that people don't talk about enough, and to be honest with you, I haven't really seen anybody talking about, but during the craziness, that crazy boom, Pokemon implemented wave systems. And what wave systems was you were guaranteed that like 3 waves of product was going to come out. So like Chillin' Rain's a good example. Chillin' Rain, a lot of people talk about it as reprints, which it was. It was definitely a reprint, but it was a predetermined reprint. And what I mean by predetermined reprint was that distribution would say to these people, hey, by the way, we're going to do this product in 3 waves. So You're going to have one option to get it from distribution in like March. Then there will be wave 2 will come in June, and then wave 3 will come in October. And every one of those waves still meant reprint, but it meant if you pre-ordered, let's say, 1,000 booster boxes, we can't give you 1,000 booster boxes for wave 1 because we just don't have enough to go out. But if you pre-order 1,000 booster boxes, on wave 1 we'll give you 333. Wave 2 will give you 333, and wave 3 will give you 333. So you add all those up, you get 999 booster boxes. So we pretty much gave you your entire allocation that you asked for. You just don't get it all at once. For sets like this, I'd be curious if we see wave systems be reintroduced. And while wave systems was new to the hobby, it's not new anymore. It's just there was no need for the wave systems to exist again. So distribution and Pokemon kind of got rid of that. So now, like I said, I did part 2 because I want to, if you guys have any questions in the chat, or not even questions, I want to read your comments. I want to get a feel for the sentiment that's out there, because the real quick browsing I've done through Discord and stuff, the sentiment is crazy. I definitely recommend you guys joining the Rattle Discord too. Let me make sure. So if Rattle's out there watching this video, unfortunately, I don't know why, but when you like copy an invite for a Discord, once in a while it just expires on its own. I don't know how to get like a non-expiring Discord link, so I'm gonna real quick edit the Rattle Discord link. I'm gonna update it. If you guys are not members of the Rattle Discord, definitely recommend you checking it out. Especially like a good example would be this. So the way I found out about the Scarlet and Violet, or this new set, is that I was so Prismatic Evolutions, the way I knew that this was up on Pokemon Center, how I was able to be notified and got lucky enough to get, you know, pre-orders of 4 instead of pre-orders of 2, was through the Rattle Discord. So there's a Pokemon Center bot that's constantly pinging Pokemon Center in the background. So Fusion Strike drops, 151 booster bundles, and now Prismatic Evolutions. It's pinging Discord, or it's pinging the Pokemon Center all the time. So when stuff gets restocked, and it could be stuff that's pretty crazy. Evolving Skies booster boxes could get restocked. Lost Origin booster boxes could get restocked. Brilliant Stars could get restocked. Now, restock doesn't mean reprint. It just means like maybe Pokemon found some stuff in the back corner of the warehouse and they re-release it. Like a good example would be we saw Lost Thunder ETBs get restocked in the last couple months. And again, it was one of those restocks that was only up for 5 minutes. It probably was less than 5 minutes. Maybe it was 2 minutes. It was one of those things, it went up and then it would just disappear. And a lot of people, like 100 different people, were able to get Lost Thunder booster boxes in 2024. That is very rare. Like, the only way you're going to get super lucky, and you have to see the notification come through on your phone immediately. It's just one of those, you have your phone in your hand, maybe you're playing a game, you click on the notification, you click on the Pokemon Center, and you do as fast as you could add the cart. Hopefully you're already signed in the Pokemon Center. You real quickly put your credit card information, go to checkout, and then cross your fingers and pray the Arceus that you get that email from Pokemon Center saying your order is being shipped. That's not that's a restock, just like a random case in the back of the warehouse, or a few cases, and they're just trying to clear up stuff. But now that's real, like, specialty type situations. This stuff, Prismatic Evolutions, 151 stuff that is actively being printed, you'll get notifications for that all the time. So I recommend you joining the RAL Discord, putting those notifications on. I mean, it's one of the best things that have happened for the hobby in a long time. Those like Discord bots pinging Best Buy and GameStop and Walmart, it's not new to the space, but it is new to the space in the sense that it's a free service. A lot of people used to have to pay, and they were called paywall Discords. So people would set up a Discord just pinging on Pokemon Center, and people would literally pay like a monthly fee, very similar to how people pay for like a Patreon fee, just to be part of that Discord in order to like take advantage of these bots. Rattle has done something amazing for this community and made that a free service. So, Did Jen said, LOL, this set is crazy. It is crazy. We got Basic Trainer in the chat. Basic Trainer, good to see you. Please, Mr. Chud said, here he is again. Pokemon Dentist said, twice in a day. Yes, twice in a day. Part 2. Pokeslam said, how many ETBs did you get, PK? This is crazy. I'm going to say only. I only got 12 ETBs. So I was able to get my pre-orders in for 12. And I might just pick up a couple of the 2 because one of my original goals was, hey, I want to open up a case and I'm going to grade the promos because I didn't think there'd be a case premium for it. But now that I think there will be a case premium for my 4, assuming they get shipped in a sealed case, which again, I already went off on the beginning of the video. I don't know if they're going to cut the stop tape. I don't know if they're going to put the pack and slip inside. And I don't know if they're actually going to ship them in a sealed case. Don't know. But now I'm speculating that maybe that's a thing. That now I'm going to have to pick up a couple of these for the purchase limit of 2 just to open them up in order to try to see if that Pokemon Center EV stamp promo is a graded play. So now I have to do that because that was already my plan with one of those cases, but now I have to pick up the singles. And it's crazy like how quickly this hobby flips. And there's a word I've used, and I've literally titled videos like this in the past. People in Pokemon are very fickle. Meaning they'll flip on a dime. The amount of people saying they're thinking about canceling Surge and Sparks ETB pre-orders is wild. People move so quickly in this hobby. Garo Chu Collect says, "LO, back again. Got 12 ordered through friends and family. Need more. Crazy the limit is 2 already, yeah. Northwoods TCG, good to see you in the chat, buddy. I did get to meet Northwoods TCG at Charlotte. That was a lot of fun. That was the first time I ever met him in person. I know he did the drive with his son. That was pretty cool, and his family. PTCG Vlog says he got his 4 this morning, but he might have to get another 2 at this point. Yeah, my wife was like, do you want me to order some for you? And I'm like, I don't know yet. But probably should. So Trev said he had no issues placing his orders through. I don't think that was an issue. Was that an issue where anybody was having problems placing their orders through? Basic Trainer said yawn. Surgeon Sparks is such old news. Namp90 said the set was going to be a hit, but some wanted to hate on it because of the crowd. I mean, I think this is going to be a great set. I think Team Rocket is going to be the best set because technically Team Rocket will be newer and therefore by the rule, or it's not a rule, it's a law at this point. Like, not law in the sense of like you're going to prison law. Law as in like biblical law at this point. The moderner, the better. Nikki Slabbage said, PK once knocked out McGregor at a Collecticon. Nikki, you are a funny dude. Nikki, good to see you in the chat. Appreciate the super chat. Let's see. Oreo Cakester said, I was sleeping for the first hour. LL, rest in peace. Kiki said, Master Ball reverses in English is definitely a game changer. That's the thing, too. This is Master Ball reverses was the thing that I always said we were robbed of that from 151. Obviously, we're seeing what English 151 is doing without Master Balls. So now that we do have a big specialty set with Master Balls, I think it would be a game changer. Especially like that Umbreon Master Ball. The thing is I talk about this all the time, and I know it probably gets old to a lot of people, but I think one of the big things that makes a set is like 2 main things. One is really good set identity, which 151 had. It had set identity. It was the original Kanto 151 Pokemon. Great set identity. And then the second thing you still need is that pack opening experience. It's got to be fun to open. 151 had that great pack opening experience because there was a lot of big chases to it. Whether it was the Alakazam EX, Zapdos EX, or your big 3 in the Blastoise Venusaur, and then obviously seeing what that Charizard's doing in 151. It had a fun pack opening experience. This evolution set, the Prismatic Evolutions, is going to have both those things. Obviously, set identity being an evolution set. And then the second thing is it's going to have a fun pack opening experience because you're going to have all these big chases. But then on top of that, you're now going to have a Master Ball chase. So then you're going to have a lot of people just chasing Master Balls. And then you're going to have a group of people that are going to try to do what very few people can. They're going to try to master set something in with Master Balls here. This right here in front of me, this right here is a complete English. So I'm going to go real quick here. This is a complete English 151 master set. But now the thing is about this 151 master set, it's all English and it's all reverse. Nobody likes reverse. There's no master balls in English. So in order to complete this set, this is again a complete master set for English 151, but it's just reverses because we never got that opportunity to do the master ball chase for English. So the best we could do in order to master set this is you have to put reverses in it. I don't even know what. So yeah, all these, it's just, but there will be people the same way as I just showed this, which is a complete English 151 reverse hollow set. Now somebody's going to want to do that, but with the master balls. So it's going to have demand for every single card in this set because people will be able to binder copy it. That's another thing too that we haven't got to see very often for modern Pokemon is that binder, collection. The reason to complete a binder for some sets gets taken away. A great example would be Fusion Strike. Fusion Strike is a great set. To complete a complete master set for Fusion Strike sucks. It's so big of a set. 151, it at least makes sense because the Pokemon literally go in order. So here is number 1. So number 1 is Bulbasaur, and then all the way up to number 151, which is the Mew, you get to master set it because you could go 1 through 151, and it's easy. This set is going to have that same binder feel, set identity, pack opening experience. It has everything going for it right now. So real quick, Head Pokemon said, this will be the first holiday set. I don't have sealed cases pre-ordered yet, LL. Hopefully they change it. Chill Phil said, people want to hate on Scarlet and Violet because of the tier typing, but this will get their whole family to pre-order. I would say that is kind of true, but I don't know because Surge and Sparks had Terra type Pokemon and everybody went crazy. I think people have moved past the hating on Terra type stuff, and I think they're just moving on to this. Kevin Clear said the new Amazing Rares definitely crash. Whoop whoop. West G, good to see you. Said hope you're doing well, sir. West G, I am doing good. Oreo Cake Sir said 32 special art rares and Master Ball reverse hollow. This set is going to be crazy. Yeah. If anybody has a link to like the more in-depth set list, can you do me a favor and shoot that over to me on Instagram right now? I will pull up my Instagram right now. Make sure I don't share that. It doesn't matter. This is my PK Instagram. But yeah, if anybody has like a more in-depth set list, if you could message it to me on Instagram, that would be good. And then I'll be able to showcase more of the cards, not just Poke Beach. Maybe with the 32 secret rares. Kevin Clear says Master Ball 2 per box, question mark. I don't think it'll be 2 per box. If anything, it might not even be 1. Maybe for Japanese, it will be 1 per box. Man, maybe not. Maybe. And then ETBs, I don't know. So obviously for this set, you're not going to get booster box because it's a specialty set. So really, you're going to be looking at, call it 10 packs per ETB. So is it 1 out of 10? Or can you potentially open an ETB and not pull 1 Master Ball? So if it is 1 out of 10, really you're looking at closer to 4 per box, assuming 36 packs per box. So we'll see. We'll see what the Master Ball pull rates are. And then especially because this set will have specialty products and stuff. So maybe the Master Balls aren't as tough to pull. Which if the Master Balls are not as tough to pull. Because like for Japanese 151, you get 20 packs per booster box. So the Master Ball chase is 1 per 20. So I did just see, I got a request from Soldier Mirror. He sent justbasil.com. Let me Prismatic card evolutions. Appreciate it. What was your name again? Your name is Soryu Miji. Oh god, I'm probably butchering your name. Appreciate you sending me this. So let me share my screen right now. Oh my god, look at this. What is this? This is like a Rowlet with a rock face. Oh. So this is the main set. There is your Leafeon. Let's scroll down, see. Oh, that's cool. So it's still got a Blaziken. It's still got a Reshiram. That's pretty cool. Then here's your Vaporeon. It's got a Kyogre EX2 potentially. Oh, wow. And it's got a Pikachu. Look at this Jolteon. This is just a regular holo. Can you imagine this Jolteon with that Master Ball stamp? And obviously, Jolteon isn't even like. I mean, Jolteon's my favorite evolutions because I like electric type, but I would say for the most people, Jolteon's probably not even up there for their favorite evolution. And then the Espeon too, napping, laying down on like the couch. This Sylveon is going to be crazy in a Master Ball. This Sylveon's going to be crazy in a Master Ball. And then there's a Xerneas too, and a Mimikyu. This is this fake? Are we living in a fake reality right now? And a Lucario. What is going on? Corrida. Is this the best set ever? A T-Tar. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Zacian, Snorlax, Lugia. What? Get out of here. We haven't even seen the special rares yet. What? Wow, we are gonna moon. Goodbye. Goodbye, Earth. I know I said that in my last live, but that's freaking bonkers. What a crazy set. Uh, let's see. Pokemage said, PK, you think they'll cancel the 4 ETB orders or change them? No. If they did, that would be a first. I have never heard of Pokemon Center canceling pre-orders like that before because you did not do anything wrong as the buyer. So no, I do not see that happening even in the slightest. I just think if you were the first person to do it, you get 4 and everyone else gets 2. Because really, if people got a pre-order of 2 and they want 2 more, they could just do another order of 2. So no, I see no reason why they would cancel that. Please, Mr. Chubb said, PK, just wear a GoPro and stay live 24/7. We need a live news feed, yes. It's just me looking at my phone, and then I'm just like yelling, and then I go walk into a camera and start yelling, or not a camera, I start walking to a mirror and start yelling into the mirror. Let's see. Yeah, everyone's saying Pokemon Center limit 2 ETBs max now, but it was 4 this morning. Let's see. Pokemage says 2025 is going to make 2020 look like a blip on the radar. I hope so. Kevin Clare says P Football Pete and Joe Smo are on different levels. I guess, yeah. Kevin Clare said P Football Pete interview is a must. Yes, interview. Pokemon Collector says buy a few Pokemon Center ETBs, Japanese booster boxes, and booster bundle. I'm afraid they'll go crazy on it. Shining Fates 2.0. I don't know. People are going to go rich or people are going to go broke with this set, that's for sure. Lumail says Gray Felt Hat is PK's version of bullish on how bullish he is. Yes. Dila says it's funny how people were so against the Terror Hat Pokemon, but now they see this huge FOMO for this new evolution. Welcome. That is Pokemon. Listen, people, they just love FOMOing in. People like to, it's herd mentality in this hobby. People like to move with the herd. If people are excited about stuff, the herd moves. But the problem is it's a herd of sheep. All right, this is going to be a real controversial take. You guys ready? Mark it down. 33 minutes, 33 seconds. Wow, what a time to start this very controversial take. 1. All right. There we go. Exactly 33. People in this hobby are sheep, and there are sheep herders. There are people just got that big staff. They look like they're walking right out of Old Testament. They're the sheep herders. They're herding their sheep to different places wherever they're going. And then there's dogs. Then there's dogs in this hobby. And those dogs, every time one of those sheep try to just get out of that herd, you got these sheepdogs. They're literally sheepdogs. And they just start running after the sheep, and they start barking at them real loud, bark, 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 and then they start nipping at their legs. And you know what those sheep do? Those sheep, they stop wandering off, and those sheep, they just come right back into the herd. And then as that herder is walking, and those sheepdogs, they're watching, they're mindful. There are herders, there are sheepdogs, and then there are the sheep. And then the question is, which one are you? Are you the sheep? Are you the dog? Or are you the herder? That is a controversial take. I'm not going to go any deeper into who's who in this hobby. Uh, let's see. Chill Phil says, what set was last reprinted? Crown Zenith? If so, they haven't even gotten into the Scarlet and Violet sets yet. 151 just had a huge reprint. We saw booster bundles dropped on Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart a bazillion times, Pokemon Center. 151 was the most recent set. So Crown Zenith got reprinted before that with the Sam's Club, Rayquaza, Shiny Rain boxes, or whatever they were called. I don't even know what they were called. Paper Claw says, thank you, PK and Rattle. Changed the game forever for getting them product. Yeah, Rattle. Everyone owes Rattle a huge thank you for allowing those bots to exist. Or at least not allowing them to exist, allowing them to be accessible to the masses for free. Chill Phil said, PK was going to open up the chat to us, and he's still ranting. Yes. Pokeopolis said 151 Prismatic rocket set, 30th anniversary set, a little over a year away. Yeah, that's true. I mean, think about 30th anniversary, how crazy everybody went for celebrations. Here we are 4 years later. 25th anniversary has long since been in the rearview mirror. Now we're moving into that 30th anniversary. Crazy. Got to Nikki Slavage's. Ooh, Nikki Slavage. I missed another super chat from you. He said, I'm about to submit 70 first edition holos and e-reader holos to PSA. Wish me luck. Nikki Slavage. Good luck, buddy. How are the conditions on it? So, regular first edition holos might be a little rough, assuming condition, but e-reader holos, you might have good luck. So for those last WotC sets, so Expedition, Aquapolis, Skyreach, print quality for those were really, really good. It's just the problem is for Expedition, Aquapolis, and Skyreach, the print runs just got like proceedingly less and less for each set. Expedition had the most out of the e-readers, Aquapolis that much less than Expedition, and then Skyreach was the most underprinted of any e-reader set. And that is one of the reasons that Skyreach has such a huge premium. Now, Skyreach has a lot of cards graded, but that's because that premium has always existed. Kevin Clear said, should they bring back the Pokeball wrap to ETBs? It might be time. I mean, I don't like clear wrapping for anything. One of the things about like Japanese products I don't get, maybe we'll never understand, is yeah. Like, this is a Japanese 151 booster box. You see right here, you got this little pull tab right here. Well, this pull tab was added like almost immediately after. But if you take one of these Japanese 151 booster boxes, you can still technically open it from the side if you wanted to, and then take all the packs out, and you could, like, in theory, reseal this. Where if you put Pokeball wrap on it, it's a much harder. Like, and one of the things is, too, is, like, knowing the wrap. This wrap is like a very lightweight wrap, where when people do the rewraps, it's like way more crinkly. But that even that is not like 100%. So then your best bet is you want to pick up sealed cases of 151 booster boxes. Obviously, these are both open. I've been doing rips with them. But, like, then if you could get sealed cases, then you have a little bit more luck right there. Son of a Merc says, wonder how many felt they overdid it with Surgeon when they saw this. I just hope it's not another Crown Zenith scenario. I already told you what I'm doing with Surgeon Sparks. I talked about it in yesterday's video. My plan is, as soon as I get my allocation for Surgeon Sparks, I would like to be down to one booster case pretty quick. I literally talked about that yesterday's video before this news was announced. I'm going to get my premium right away for Surgeon Sparks. I'm kind of going to play hot potato with it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I went off on a huge tangent last night. If I'm wrong, but I'm happy just having my one case of Surging Sparks. Right now I have way more than that. I mean, I don't technically have it in hand because it hasn't been actually shipped and delivered to me, but when release comes, I'm going to have a bunch of it, and I'm going to liquidate all of it, and I just plan to sit on my one case. One for me, two for my kids, and then 3 left in that case for just whatever, shits and giggles. If I'm wrong, I'm not going to go back. Watch last night's live. It was a great live. I went on a crazy tangent. But one of the things I talked about is Vivid Voltage. Vivid Voltage went up to $280 and it could have kept going. But the problem was it got a reprint when it hit that 280 mark. So when it hit 280 per booster box, it got reprinted and it crashed down. I said there is a world in which Vivid Voltage never did get a reprint and it just keeps going on into perpetuity because supply is so low. And Vivid Voltage could be more expensive than Evolving Skies right now. But that scenario just never played out because it got reprinted. Same thing with Surge and Sparks. I might sell all my Surge and Sparks right at release, get my quick tendies. I mean, there's no way I lose at this moment unless we see an epic fall off the cliff for Surge and Sparks. I mean, my pre-orders are in between 100 and 110. If I don't make money with my pre-order prices at that dollar amount, then shame on me. I don't fucking care at this point. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to make a premium on every single box, on every single case, and I'm going to make a quick couple $1,000s doing almost no work. The only work I did was click buy now for a pre-order, put my credit card information, then get those boxes. And the only thing I'm going to have to do to sell those is click sell, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but that's what I'm going to do. But now there's a scenario in which Surge and Sparks after release goes up to 160, 180, 200, 220, 260, 280. And if, a reprint comes and it crashes back down. But if a reprint never comes, it just goes on to perpetuity. And I'm fine with being wrong. And this is one of the things, I don't want to keep talking about yesterday's video, but no one in this hobby has ever gone broke taking profits. That's the thing, though. There will be people that maybe don't go broke is a bad word, but they will just have stagnant money for years. And that's what I'm always afraid of. I just keep stuff moving. My bankroll is only so much. To have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of products, tied up is a substantial percentage of my overall flipping cash flow. If you only have $100,000 to play with and you got 15 to 20 grand locked up in a single set, that's literally 20% of your entire ability to make money and flip money is stagnant. So, everybody's different, too. Mason Berry said, Part 2, PK becoming a 24-hour news channel. Not quite, Mason Berry. Not quite. Sorry, let me give you a quick shout-out. Just say thank you for that. All right. So, Coleman Culture said, no issue placing the order, but I must have been placing it right when they changed the quality from 4 to 2 because it stopped me from ordering and he had to go back to the cart and change it. Okay, so yeah, after. But all mine, I got confirmation emails from Pokemon Center. Anamancy said, I could have had 4. I didn't want to get greedy. Who's thinking about Blooming Waters still? What is Blooming Waters? If Master Balls have an easier rarity in this set, especially set compared to the one per box in Japanese, maybe. Now the thing, Lumail, I appreciate it. Lumail, appreciate you being a channel subscriber too. If any of you guys want to be channel subscribers, it's 99 cents a month. It supports me out a lot. If you enjoy this content, that is my shameless shill for members. One of the things about Master Balls though is even for English 151, like here, once again, this is an English 151 reverse hollow Master Ball set. Let me pull this up. This is an English 151. Again, reverse hollow Master Ball set. It's not Master Ball, just regular English reverse hollow set. There are cards in this set, so I'll show you. So like these. This is a decent amount of cards that if you hit any of these in reverse hollow, that does not feel good when you open up a Japanese 151 booster box and you get a big air balloon or a Williams transfer or even worse, the Cyclone Road. Shout out to you waifu boys, even Daisy. I mean, sure, this does not feel good when you hit that in Master Ball. This feels okay. This one's not bad. The Grabber, that's dark. There's Leftovers, super dark. Protective Goggles, super dark. Rigid Band, dark. There are some reverse hollow Master Balls that you hit in Japanese 151. Obviously, this being English, but they're dark. I just showed you. Those are dark cards. And then there are some regular, commons, like an Execute. You hit this reverse hollow Master Ball, I mean, it's still cool, but it's dark. Rhyhorn is dark. There will be a lot of cards that when you hit the reverse hollow master ball will be dark in this new set. So even if pull rates are a little bit easier, the ones that people actually truly want and the ones that hold the premium, because it'll just be so much harder to pull. Dom's deck said, just an FYI, you can place multiple orders and get more ETBs than the limit for anyone who wants more. Yeah, also true, but you might not potentially get a sealed case. D Royalty said, time to get his grandma to buy some for him. Mason Berry said, how do you think they'll do Master Balls in English? 1 per box, 2 to 4, like Ace Specs, Amazing Rares, etc. You know, I think it's going to be like 1 per 10 pack, so maybe you get like 1 per ETB. I think that's what I'm leaning to, but if it is 1, so because we're not going to get the main specialty box, so maybe 1 per 10 is is going to be on average the pull rate. That's what I'm leaning to, 1 out of 10. But now this will be the thing is, what if it's not guaranteed? Like English or Japanese 151, this booster box, I know with 100% guarantee what's going to be in here. There's going to be 3 ARs, there's going to be 1 SR, and there's going to guaranteed be 1 reverse hollow master ball. Without a doubt, I know it 100%. This is a guaranteed product, this 151 booster box. Is that going to be a guarantee in English? When I open up an English 150 or an English what the hell is this set name? Prismatic Evolutions ETB, will I be guaranteed 1 reverse hollow master ball? I don't know, but I'm leaning towards 1 per 10, meaning like all the specialty products like the booster bundles or the regular whatever the other. We could go back, so we could look at all the products real quick. Share screen. So these are the specialty products that so obviously we got ETBs, but then we have this 5 Prismatic Evolutions booster packs and like a 9 pack, so like a binder collection, so you get 5 packs. Or this one, this is very similar to what they did for 151. We had a binder collection box we had for 151. We had the poster collection for 151, and then like a 3-pack text stickers. So this includes 3 booster packs, 1 foil promo card, Leafeon, Glaceon, Sylvie. So like a 3-pack, very similar to what we saw for Crown Zenith. And then 1 sticker sheet. So this is a little bit different. So this is more of a box. I'm telling you right now, these mini tin displays, if you could pick these up, I need to see what the artwork looks like for the sealed display. I just sold, so this is a 151 mini tin display. So this is a 151 mini tin display. They display really nicely. So depending on how you want to display it, you could if I wanted, I could put this on my shelf and it kind of displays in a booster box form, but it's obviously big. It's got the tins in it. The wrapping on this one's a little loose, just unfortunately. You can just take a heat gun to it and tighten up the wrap. I'm not about to do that. But, you could put this on your shelf and it displays really nicely. The best mini tin display that has ever existed from Pokemon was the Celebrations one. The Celebrations one, because it had Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and Alola Pokemon all on it. Was the hands down the best mini tin display we've ever seen. But you could display this as a cool display piece. So maybe that's something we see too. I think this Evolution one is going to display nicely. And then the booster bundles, this is weird. So it used to be 5 packs per booster bundle. Oh, and now it's saying 6, so you do get 6. Okay, so it's the same thing. That's a cool looking freaking booster bundle. I mean, one. Which one's better? Is this better? Oh, hold on. I'm not sharing my screen. Which one is cooler? Is it The one that I have in my hand, or is it that? I don't know. Why do I get in like fucking ads? I don't want to vote for your fucking stupid ass. But yeah. Alrighty. Crazy. Amount of fucking ads on. I mean, get your bag, Pokey Beach. Let's see. Back. Where were we? Back to the chat. Let's see. Retrospect says 1 per box equals 1 per box. Priest Mr. Side says, I'm selling my whole collection and putting it into Prismatic. Here we go. Master Ball, the Professor sets. The set list is cracked. Packs have 2 reverse hollows. What if you get a Pokeball in the reverse hollow in the first slot and a Master Ball in the second spot? I mean, the Master Ball chase will kind of collapse if that's the case, but I don't think that will be. I think it will be very rare to get Master Balls. Let's see. Everyone's saying a lot of people were getting 4 boxes for their original pre-order, and then anybody who got in later only could get 2. And I jumped to the bottom, but real quick, I see Nikki Slabid says, hot take, Cosmic Eclipse is still undervalued. Nikki, you might be right about that one. I'm always bullish on Cosmic Eclipse. Let's see. Namp90 says, actually, I'm not sure those Evolution regular cards will have Master Ball reverses because look at the promo boxes. They're using almost all. Okay, we'll be interested if we don't see them as Master Ball and only as promos, because he's saying they're in the promo boxes. But yeah, we'll see. Either way, gonna be hot. Yeah, it's still too early, so I'm willing to be wrong on that if they are just promos, so we don't see them as Master Balls. Kiki says, the way that other games have power creeps, Pokemon has cool inclusion creep. People going to have a hard time coming back to regular sets after getting Master Ball reverses and Evolution SIRs. Very true. Sunganda said, that's a smart money play, PK selling to the hype. That's what I'm doing. Listen, I'm fine with being wrong. I think that's the thing, is everybody's so worried about being wrong. It's not about being wrong. So Namp90 said, for example, the Jolteon you just mentioned is a promo one of the boxes alongside Flareon and Vaporeon. Okay, very good. So that is something very important to note. They should have waited to release the info until after Surging Sparks. That's going to damper buying pressure for sure, yeah. Son of a Merc said, ain't no way PK called Bill by his full name. I only open, Please McChug says, I only opened 1 box of Japanese 151, and his Master Ball was Geodude. Tier type Dark Geodude. Red Card Case said, they should have waited till release the info after Surging Sparks. This is going to damper buying pressure for sure. Welcome to Pokemon, man. Pokemon just keeps moving along. Mason Berry said, dude just rattled off all the regions flawlessly. How many of you could do that? Mason, I am a fake Pokemon fan. Don't forget that. Son of a Merc said he's bullish on PK. T-Shev says, I found 3 151 displays today. Nice. Fidel said, who you voting for, PK? I'm voting for the good guys, not the bad guys. That's for sure. And that's about as much as I'm going to get into my politics. But if you know my backstory, you could kind of guess which side I lean towards if you know my backstory. John Paline said, I got my Surgeon Sparks box for 109 from P Football Pete, and it'll be here tomorrow. Nice. You'll get it way before release. That's kind of crazy. Usually P Football Pete doesn't do it that early. I did see some people were getting like Orgapon EX boxes. I saw at Walmart today already had Surgeon Sparks packs in it. Like, that's just MJ Holden probably putting on a new product, not really looking at the packs inside of it. 555 Fish says, what happens if you order max 4 twice during different credit cards, you get both. I've had multiple instances where I've maxed out pre-orders and then just went, so I do all my pre-orders, instantly go back and then just pre-order it all again. So in my experience, nothing. It doesn't mean anything. You're just going to get 2 boxes sent to you. They will be separate shipments though. John Pauline said, Tira Festival and Prismatic Evolutions are going to be just as crazy, if not more, than Surging Sparks. Yep. John Palin says he's a Trump guy and he has no problem saying it. The frisky squid said, my Walmart is barren. Aaron said, Trump is the way, American flag. Fidel said, Trump fire emoji. He said, and then Kiki said, I'm voting Pokemon 2024. And that brings me to literally the last comment in the live. This was my second part 2 emergency live. If you guys did not get a chance to watch part 1, I recommend you watching part 1. And then if you guys did not watch last night's live, I recommend you going back and watching last night's live. But as always, guys, appreciate every single one of you. What a time to be alive. We are high flying. It is crazy. All right, guys, appreciate every single one of you. And as always, I'll catch you on the next video. Sounds good.